welcome to Pump with Purpose. This is Dr. Diana here, and I am so excited to come to you to do another Amazon Live. I want to get my full disclaimers and full disclosures up front. I am a bit under the weather. My kids inherited, got a daycare germ, and they're all better. And of course, mommy is still dealing with the raspy voice. My voice is coming back, but it's not 100% there yet. So I'm going to do my best to muster through this live because that's what we do as parents. We show up, we show out, feeling good, feeling great, or not. So I want to thank you all for joining. I'm going to say it again. I am just a tad bit under the weather. I lost my voice. My kids got a daycare germ. And so, yeah, you know how that goes. If you have little ones in daycare, it is free for all, basically, sometimes. So, but it's nothing serious, just losing my voice and it's coming back. So I'm so thankful for this microphone because I don't have to talk loud to preserve my voice as much as possible. But I'm so excited for all of you joining the Amazon Live. Yes, this is my first sponsored live. So, you know, I'm all about getting my full disclaimers and my real full disclaimers and full disclosures out up front. This live is sponsored by LaVie. Yes. So I want to first and foremost thank LaVie for sponsoring this live. So what are we talking about today? So we are talking about LaVie's pump strap, their warming massagers, their original lactation massager, and I do have a sneak peek. They have a massage roller. Yes. So I snuck this one in. I had it already and I was like, oh, let me just include this as well. So I want to also get my full disclaimers and full disclosures out up front. I always like to let people know where I get my products from because I know everyone thinks that, truth be told, I buy a lot of my stuff. I've had so much stuff this is now my second pumping journey. So in my first pumping journey, I pumped for 9 months with my oldest son. He's now 4. And we lasted until he was 9 months. I ended up getting pregnant with my second son, but I knew that I wanted, the whole time I knew that I wanted to have, to try closer. Ask me if I do it again. That's a whole nother story. Hello out there, everyone. If y'all have any questions as I'm going through, feel free to drop them in the chat. Thank you all for joining tonight. But I knew we wanted to have another son or another child sooner rather than later. So during my whole first journey, I was like packing away milk. And so in my 9-month journey, when I found out I was pregnant, I still had about 3 months of milk saved so he could make it to 1. So I had a lot of guilt in that because I stopped early and I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm robbing my son of, breast milk. And so on this second journey, once I started my second journey, I am now 2.5 years in and still counting. So as soon as I had my oversupply coming around 6 days, as soon as I had that, I started giving my older son breast milk, which I call Tandem Pumping. It's, a similar term to tandem nursing. And I provide both of my sons breast milk to this day. Until the first year, my youngest got all, whatever he needed. And then any oversupply, I was just giving to my son. I put away, a smaller freezer stash this time. Like I put away like a bag a day when I was doing it. But both of my sons still have breast milk to this day. Now that they're 2.5 and 4, I don't stress about who gets what anymore. They just split it in half, whatever I have left. I'm now, at 2.5 years, I'm nowhere near making what I was making when I started, but I'm still so very proud of the journey. So I want to also get my full disclaimers and full disclosures out up front because I know a lot of people think that I, get products, and sometimes I do, but I'm happy to report. So I want to get started with pump strap. Pump strap was gifted to me by LaVie. I used something similar during my first journey. So pump strap was not out 4 years ago, but I used something similar, so I am familiar with how these work. The LaVie warming massagers, I purchased these myself. Let me tell you. So I've had these now for 4 years. No, when did I get these? Maybe 3 and some change. Maybe 3. Almost 3, if not almost 3. Because this product was gifted. So I know. I've at least had these almost 3. Because this product here was gifted to me by LaVie, but I owned this already in my first journey because this was not out then. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to go through a full comparison of both, but I had this at first in my first journey, but as soon as I learned that these came out, I said bye-bye to this because, and I'm going to get into all of it, but both of them are great, and I'm going to talk about when and why you would use both of these. But like, seriously, they're just different. So, and then this product here, the roller, I purchased myself. So although these were gifted to me, I've owned this 3-4 years ago, like during my first journey. So let's get started. As far as pump strap. So I'm going to do a full demonstration with, I'm not going to pump for you now, but I'm going to do a full demonstration to like show you all about pump strap, how it looks, how to put it on, how it works with the pump, all of that. Because I'm all about demonstration, because I feel like people can see themselves with something when they see it on someone, like versus I'm never the type of person. Everything I do, I try myself. I've used it. I experimented. I have over 200 products that I try. I have. And so, yes, this is pump strap. So this is not for all day wear. This is more for someone that likes to wear like a nursing bra or regular bra all day, and then they use this for pumping. This is best for that. This is not a product that you would want to wear all day. I mean, I guess you can. I would not recommend it though, but you can. So, this is the pump strap. So it's Velcro. So some people are like, I need a bigger, option. This can do it for you if you want to have to, take it on and off as you pump throughout the day. So this is it. This is how big it is. And literally, you just put it on. You can do one of two ways. You can, and this is the harder way, where you kind of like go behind your back. Depending on how long your hair is, it can get caught. I mean, it's on, so I can do that. But if I'm gonna pull up to a pump, I need to make sure it's right. So this, I like to do it this way, and I get it the way I want it, and then it's lined up. So again, I'm not going to say one size fits all, but it can fit a lot of people. It has the pre-built holes here. So it's not like for a wearable pump. I would not wear this for a wearable pump in any way, but any pump with a flange, it will work. So this here, you can definitely take it off. It has the hook here that you can easily take it on and off. But I like the support for me. Some people, they don't like this part. So you can easily just take this off and just have the pump strap. But for me, I mean, I'm a 36 double D. Sorry, I have my hospital cup. If you all are still, this thing has rolled with me for the last 4 years. I mean, well, now 2 journeys, so 4 years and 2.5. So we have several in here. But I do like to use this. And I'll tell you why. For me, I like the support. The support is great. And it works really, really well to make sure, like, as the bottles may get heavy, or, I don't want to have to keep it to weigh down or get too low. So this is what I use. And you can easily tighten it here or make it looser there. So a lot of room in what you need it to do. So I'll get it comfortable. And this is it. This is pump strap. So I do have an example pump here to just use for this demonstration, just to show you how amazing this is to be able to pump if you like to just, pull down your nursing bra or whatever bra you're wearing, or if you don't wear a bra, it's up to you. And then you can put this on. So literally, this is it. I'll just show you how simple it is. This is one. And you see, it's nice and secure. And this is two. So this is it, all lined up. I am ready to go. Like, I can literally be hands-free with pump strap. And so I'll stand up. I'll show you it from the side. Whoops. I'll show you from the side. It's definitely an option if you like to just use something as you pump. So you literally can, go about your day. I have just something I would just strap on the side of me, and I'll just do it for this. Just like that, and I'm good to go. So this is with pump strap. So now let's talk about options. And I'm all about options. Okay, so whatever one works for you, we're going to talk about all of them. So the warming massagers are here. This is the original lactation massager. The warming massagers come with 2 in the pack. This is more for all over care of while you're pumping. This just has 1. So it's more for targeted areas. And I'm going to go through a full demonstration of all of these. And this is the roller. It's great for rolling any clogged areas as well. So they all serve different purposes, and I think that is great. So the warming massagers, I'll be completely honest with you. I've tried several. These are my go-to. Hands down, point blank, period, on the record. These are gentle. They're effective. They get warm enough. Some may say others don't get warm enough. They're too loud for others. But like this is everything for me. I've used these for years. I have no complaints. Plus, it's still going strong. Sometimes some things, you get what you pay for. So this is one of the higher ones on the market, but it's so worth it. Period. It's so worth it. So that's what I stand behind. This is what I use day in and day out. You can charge it. It's rechargeable. And so it's a charger hold here. And this is how it works. So you can use the vibration or the heat. You can use it together or you can use it separately. So that's the key. So what do you do is if you want to just use heat only, there's a dial here. In the middle is off. To the left, so you're looking at it or me, but to my left, it is the first heat setting, so that's the lower of the 2 heat setting. And to the right is the second bar, which is the higher of the 2 heat settings. So it's a low heat setting and a higher heat setting. It is not too high, but if you do like a lower heat setting, the first option, the lower one is perfect. So you can do the right or the left, and it will, so you do have to turn it on. So this is it. So I have it really close to the mic, but this is it. This is 1, 2, and off. The vibration is off. I want to be clear. So what you can't do is have it off and think the heat setting will work. It won't. So I just want you to know, because I'm all about like educating in a quality way of like people not realizing how products are working. So if it's off with no green light, the heat is off. No matter if you have it to the right or the left, the heat is off. You have to turn it on like this. And so this is the constant vibration. This is my favorite, one of the two. But this is it. So you can vibrate. So now it's in the middle. It's in the middle and it's vibrating only. So this is the only vibration feature. And then I can press it again. And that's more of a pulsating feature, if that works for you. I'll let you hear it. So it's not loud. This thing, I mean, it's vibrating. So of course it's going to make noise. But what I'm saying is it's not loud at all. So this is just vibration only. Now, if you want to turn on the heat with it, all you do is turn it to the right or the left. Either or heat setting this works best for you. If you're just starting out, always start out with the lower one. You don't want to start out too high and then, and not everyone's body is different. And that's the one thing I want to understand with products is it's not wrong if you like the higher heat setting or the lower heat setting. It's all about what works best for you. So always start with the lower ones and make sure that it's not too high instead of going right into the higher one. So this is it. It heats up quickly. So some, may not do that, but this one heats up really quick. So it's been on maybe a minute or so. It's already warm. I know you can't feel it, but it's already warm. It's already warm. So this is with heat and this is with vibration. And the products are along the bottom as well, so you can easily see it. So this is heat and vibration. So if you just want you just want heat and no vibration, you literally hit it again and it's off. So it's green like this. And now you just have your heat setting working. So remember, if you are using this product, that in order to make the heat setting work, you need the heat setting only to work. You need the vibration off and then the heat setting on. If you want the back again to have the heat and the vibration together, so yes, I just wanted to make sure. If you want the heat, so now it's off, and if you want to start the vibration setting up again, you literally just hit the button. And you can just hold it down like this, and this turns it off. So this is off completely. You don't have to move. If you want to move the heat setting back to the middle, you can, but it's off regardless of where the heat setting is. So I just want a clear understanding of what this lactation massager does. So let's talk about how to use it on your journey. This is on my list of must-have products. I don't have many, but this is one of them. Like a warming massager is to me, if you're pumping, it's a must-have, and that's regardless if you're exclusively pumping or you are nursing and pumping. I really feel like, especially for exclusive pumpers, for having a breast pump that is pulling on you, first of all, the vibration can take away from the fact that it's pulling on you. Also, heat and vibration helps for letdowns, helps you to empty better, is what I found through talking with my clients, through me using it, through just reading it in different groups and research. Like having a heat and vibration is great. Now you can always listen. listen to Pump with Purpose. Listen, you can always listen. You can always have a separate vibration. There are your different products that will separately vibrate. There are products that will separately heat. But who has time to go put something in the microwave? That's what I did my first journey. That's why I can say this. Who has time to walk down the stairs, put something in the microwave, hit the button? First of all, it's so hot when you first take it out the microwave. If anybody is listening, please chime in. Like, it's so hot when you take it out the microwave. You get back upstairs, and within 10 to 15 minutes in your pumping session, the thing is cold again. Like, who has time for that? You can do it, but just know if you're going to be pumping, you really, really want something that's going to warm and have massage. You can always have a separate vibration object as well. But who has time for heat on one side, vibration on the other? Then you got to switch it out. One is only getting heat, one is only getting vibration. Or both, if you have the product that you put in the microwave, both will, but within 10 minutes, it's back cold again. Like, no. I mean, I say no. Like, if that's what people want to do, like, go for it. But as for me, I absolutely love having heat and vibration as one. And let me also tell you, for the warming massager is my favorite. If you know me, I love Y2B. So I have this charger for this one in one spot, and then I have the charger for the warming massager in another. But it's a Y2B. So between sessions, it does recharge. I mean, if you use heat and vibration, you can definitely get 30 minutes out of it. And if you're pumping, anything over 30 minutes, and unless you're like dropping pumps, so I'm talking like, pumping every 3 hours, you're going, hello, you have a question, please put it in the chat. Hello, I'm here. I can see you. Feel free. This is interactive. We can talk, or I'm just going to keep talking. So, and you have something for me, drop it in the chat. But the Y tubing will, it takes up less space for the USB. It's only one piece. I got to keep up with it. I'm going to keep it with two chargers. Then I only have one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to charge each one of them separately. So I know that sounds small, but in the grand scheme of things, when you have a bunch of pumping stuff to add to your journey, it's big. So let's talk about, take this as a gift. Okay. Can guys use these? Okay. It's up to the person. I'll just say that. Yes. So anyway, it's plenty of options that you can do for this. So either one way you can do it is to have it on. So I'll put it back on again. So you hold it down and have the heat on as well. You can do one of two things. You can put it here and like it's vibrating, like it's doing its thing. It's helping to move milk around. But people like to be mobile. Like, let's be honest, if we're pumping, if we're sitting down, then I can show you what you can do. But if you need to be mobile and walk around your house, this is absolutely amazing. It's giving me, vibration. It's helping to move milk as, I would be pumping, and literally it's great for that. Yes, it's comfortable. It moves milk. It helps to empty faster, whatever works for the person. This is great for that. So, or the other option is if you can put it here, or you can actually move it around. You can make sure that you are, moving milk, and then you can go backwards as well, just like that. And great. You can move backwards as well to just help move everything around. And then you can go forward. So whatever works for you. If you have like a problem area, you can like hold it there as well. Yes. So to target an area, you literally just hold it there. And that targets the area. It's really smooth because you don't, and I'm going to show you on the other one that's really for targeted areas, and that's the comparison part, is that you don't want to like dig it in your skin. I mean, you can, take this corner here and like kind of put it there if you really do have like a certain area. But this is definitely harder. So this is for warming and massage. It literally, you can move it there, can target whatever areas that you need. Yes, correct. So this will, you can move it around and everything just like that. It's already just that fast. It's warm on setting 2. It's warm. I can feel it. It's working. So it's absolutely amazing. So as far as this one, this is a different one. This one is for more. It vibrates. It does not heat, and it is more for targeted areas. Like the person just stated, this one is more for targeted areas. So literally, you turn it on. It vibrates. You can use this in the shower. So is there a difference between the teal and the pink one that looks the same? Or it's just the color? So there's a teal option and there is a pink option, which is this one. There's absolutely no difference in this. This is in teal or this in pink is absolutely the same. It doesn't matter what type of structure to your chest that you have. It will work regardless. Does the pump strap stay in place? Yes. That's why I use it with this feature here around my neck, because it's halter. And I'll get back to this in a second. So the pump strap does stay in place, but I like if I'm going to wear this. So this again is not the type of bra or strap that you want to wear all day. You want to put it on if someone wants to put it on right before they're pumping. They just pull down whatever they're using and they strap this on. This is the best option for that. It's Velcro as well, so it's easy to pull on and off, and it does stay in place with this. Now, for me, since I'm not small there, like I need this here for it to stay up. It's just for me. Like as the bottles would get heavier, I don't want to deal with it moving around or the pump or anything like that. So I personally don't want it to kind of fall. If I don't have it tight enough, you definitely want to have this part for me. If you don't like it, some people don't. Like I said, you can literally pull it out just like that and pull the other side off and go completely without the halter part. So it's your preference. I just personally like to have both. So this is that. But back to the vibrate, the original massager. So literally, you hold it down. This is definitely more for targeted areas. So you can literally target it. Now, do what I don't want you to do. So it doesn't heat. You can use it in the shower to really target those areas. What I don't want you to do is go digging it in like this. Do not do that. Do not go trying to dig it directly in a clog or anything like that. That is not what you do. You don't want to do that. Great, I'm so glad you like it. You don't. You want to take it here, and if, let's say the clog, let me give you a good point. Let's say the clog is right here. I'm going to keep my finger here. Let's say the clog is right here. You just want to take it right by the clog and just move it around. You don't want to dig it. You do not. Does the pump strap stretch over time? Even if it does, you just tie the Velcro tighter and but no, it's very thick. It's it's not stretching like that. I don't use this like for a year in and year out, so I can't answer like longevity wise. But that's the positive thing about having a Velcro versus like buckle, like the clips, because you can make this as tight as you need to. What happens if you get milk on it or toddler's gruddy hands? So you can wash it. Definitely wash this as needed as well. Yes. So you definitely, again, don't want, like if it's here, you want to just move it all around the clog and let it break it up, but you don't want to dig it in the clog. You don't want to damage your ducts because it's already clogged there and you're trying to break it up. You kind of just want to go too near it, but let this gently, hopefully break it up as well. There's also, you can use the rounded tip here. So if, you're worried about digging in too much and you have a larger area, then you can easily just do the same thing with the other side. Just like that. And you just literally, if it's here, you could just move it all around. Now, yes, you can stick this in. Yes, you can. It's possible. I just did it. Number one, this only comes with one, so you would need two if you do that. Oh, great. Thanks for all the follows. Yes. If y'all are not following me, please follow. When I make 2,000 followers or I hit the A-list status, there will be a special giveaway. So please continue to follow. Thank you all. So literally, yes, I'm loving all the customers following. Yes. So literally, you can definitely put this in. This is more economical, but you don't have the heat factor. Now, this can go in the shower. So like that's where the positives happen. So it has the up and down button here. You can go up or down and you can hear it changing. And then you can press it and it'll give different vibrations as well. Yes, I'm all about the clog tips. Yes, having clogs is so difficult. I mean, it's a lot to deal with. And like these, like, I guess it was like the trio can help really master that, to help really deal with the clogs. I hope clogs are, they can be inevitable as we're dropping pumps or maybe missing, love your advice. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm here for. Quality advice, quality recommendations. That is what I'm here for. So literally, this is amazing for, in the shower. You get different vibrations, a bunch of different vibrations. Hear that? It's kind of like winding. And then this is the pulsating. This is like a faster pulsating. So many different options. This is like a duh, and then quick, and then a little bit longer, quick, then a little bit longer. How do I know if I have a clog? Let's talk about that. It's just so many, and then it's back to the normal setting. So many settings. So literally it's amazing. So there are two types of clogs. You can have clogs that are very noticeable because you can feel them in your breast. Like you can feel it and like you can feel it. Some hurt, but then you have those secret, I'm not gonna say secret clogs, but the ones that you don't know. And those are the times that that's why it's so important to make sure you're using an effective pump. You are emptying really, really well, because there's sometimes clogs that can happen behind the tissue and it's harder to tell. And that sometimes people can't work the clog out and then like the mastitis happens, or there are the clogs that happen behind the tissue that can be harder to identify. So making sure you are using an effective pump, making sure you're pumping. I recommend use every 3 hours for 30 minutes. Love the different vibrations. Exactly. It's absolutely amazing for all the different vibrations. For everyone's body is different. Like I love just the regular vibration, but you have the option for so many more options. So again, it is absolutely amazing. But clogs, the quiet clogs that kind of you don't feel until it happens. It's not painful those are the ones that that's why it's really, really important to empty the breast. Please, please, please do not underestimate. And I know all three of these products have different price points, but it's just important. And even if you get one, just get something. This is my arsenal of like, okay, I got a clog, I got to deal with it. I'm going to hop in the shower, I'm going to use this. As I'm pumping each session, I'm going to use this. This also can go in the shower as well. This is no vibrations, it just rolls the area as well. So literally, thanks for the tips. Breastfeeding can be very difficult, unbelievably difficult. That is why I'm here to demystify the myths, to like let people know that you can pump as long as you want, you can nurse as long as you want. You just have to have that arsenal that will be there when you need. Like I have my secret stash that, you know, when something happens, I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do to make it easier for me. And so these products are on the list of, depending on what you want, if you only want one, if you only, you know, it's up to you. They have different price points, so that's the key. But if you are exclusively pumping, I'm going to say exclusively pumping, I love this because, you know, if you are exclusively pumping, you have a machine, the heat and the vibration they are amazing. If you are nursing, both can be great. I would not put either of, like if you are nursing, I would not put either of these like as it's vibrating. You don't want it to distract the baby or anything like that. So that is why I personally wouldn't do that if I was nursing. I don't nurse, so let me just say that. But I just can't imagine something like vibrating. So just keep in mind, like, you know, it's great to have. I mean, you can see if you were to use one side and pump the other, you can use this to use one and then pump the other side, like whatever works best for you and your journey. Did this help with engorgement? Oh yes. What? Yes. Oh my gosh. So that first like 2 to 3 weeks, I can't even, I do not, I still remember the engorgement. Oh my goodness. Like as the hormones, like you're coming out of pregnancy and the hormones are like trying to balance itself. I have no words. I'm sorry. I still remember like feeling all the lumps and everything. I mean, all of these are great. I just love this. Do not underestimate. I mean, unless you're like inflamed or like, you know, you have some type of infection, sometimes, you know, heat can not be the best thing. Exactly. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it's real. You will never forget it. Oh, I still feel it. Why did that memory have to just come? But I personally like heat. I'm not a cold person. I'm not putting anything on me cold. So I like to catch my engorgement before it gets out of control, where then if you're too engorged, you may not want to use heat. You just have to like test that out to see what your body responds well to. My body responds well to a hot shower, not hot, like, but you know, very warm shower. And I would just, yes, the relief it is. But seriously, this is like the arsenal. This is here as well. It's just really good too. So this comes off as well. So I'll show you that. It's so many tricks. Like if you don't know that this comes apart, you know it comes apart now. So if this is better for you to, you know, I mean, like you can do whatever you need to, kind of just gently. The key is gentle. People think that they need higher suction to effectively pump. People think they need to like dig in really, really hard in order to be successful. None of that. Like, let me dispel that myth right now. Do not need to do that. You just need to be gentle. You can literally use it in whatever way that works best. You can kind of just move it across, but you want to be gentle. You do not need to dig in. This comes off, or you can easily snap it back on, like whatever works, and just roll it. So this is like, you need something for the unexpected. Yes, it's 2 pieces. Yes, that's, people don't realize, like, yeah, you can easily snap it on and off. People don't realize, like, when they need something, someone to tell you whatever your budget is, wherever you are in that, get at least one of these. I mean, all of these have different ways to work. So also I can tell you the other one. LaVie also has a silicone collector as well. And you can easily massage as you're trying to get out a clog and like catch the milk as well. You can do this and pump to get the milk out, like whatever way works for you. But look at these options. If all of them are great for you, fine. But if you can only get one, whatever one it is, if you have to only get one, do that, because what you don't want to do, and I mean that, what you don't want to do is need it and then you got to wait for 2 days or 3, depending on where you live, or if you don't have Prime, whatever the time limit is, you don't want to have to wait for it. So at least at a minimum, find one of these that works well for you for whatever way you think. So I'm all about giving options. If you can get all, absolutely amazing. But if you can get one and just have it just in case, it will make all the difference in the world when you actually need it. Because like for my friends, when, I've been pumping for years. So I have so many friends though, I'll now do a breastfeeding, like a gift bag. So regardless, because that's the other thing. Some people nurse, some people pump, some people, different tube feeding, SNS. Like there's so many things that people do. And of course, that's where I'm going. That is where I'm going. Heck no, it's not too personal. So the person was like, that's exactly where I was going. Would it be weird to give this to a friend for a baby shower? No, they will thank you. They don't even realize they'll thank you yet, because there's just so many options. Like, if this as a trio for a gift, they would not be ready. So for my friends, I do a breastfeeding care package. And that's my shower gift to them, because they don't know what they'll need. So I have a neighbor, literally, I did my breastfeeding care package, and like she was talking to me, and she was like, oh my God, I got a clog. And I'm like, look in your bag, it's there. And she was like, oh my goodness, I would have like had to wait 2 days to like get it. And like 2 days with dealing with issues is like 2 months. Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to wait and have anything to happen that, could be bad. So please understand, and don't underestimate hand massage as well, but the vibration is key. And like I said, there's so many tools, but who wants like 5 or 6 things? Like, I get that, but like for me, this, you can heat and massage at the same time. But if that's not your thing, you can just do the massage. And this is made for the breast area. Like, there are other massagers, but again, I know people use them, but this is made, like, it's smooth. So like you can, trust me, it's worth it. It's smooth. You can change sides. It's gentle. You can target it as well. It's not huge. I mean, the other ones are like so big and like, and then it's just huge thing on the end. And trust me, the breast is delicate. The breasts are delicate. They need to be handled with care. Using the wrong products, you don't want to damage anything. So I'm not just saying it just to say it. I'm saying because there are products that, for me, I want something specially made for the area. Doesn't mean other products won't work. I'm sure. That's great. But I'm about using what is working best for the area that I'm dealing with. Like, would I go, like I always tell people, like, would I go to the heart surgeon for foot care? No. You want products from me. I've had a successful journey now, on my second journey for 2.5 years, still counting, feeding both of my boys, because I tailor my products to care for the area I'm dealing with. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. I'm saying it because it's true. I know there are plenty of products that could do it, but I want something that's tailored for the area that I'm dealing with. I don't know. So I think that, so you may be like, well, which one? What happens if you damage your, I don't know. I mean, of course, there are people that they've had to get their breasts, like if they get a clog, it does not explode. If they get a clog, they may have to or mastitis, and it gets really, really bad. they've had to have drain, it drained out. You can have injury and you'd have to, go to the hospital. And I don't want that for anyone. So that's why I'm telling you that gentle is best for that area. Yes, 2.5 years. Yes, thank you so much. It's a labor of love, but I'm here to empower the pumping community, because in my journey, people always told me, oh, you're not going to last that long doing pumping only. And I'm 2.5 and still going, feeding both my 4-year-old and my 2.5-year-old. So please understand that you can pump as long as you want. You can do whatever works for you as long as you want. Having an effective plan, having someone you can call, work with, and your arsenal is key. Regardless, it's just key. Developing a plan from the beginning to understand what you need for your journey. So, like I said, if you tell yourself which one do I need? Which one? I can't answer that for you. They all serve a different purpose, but they have, I think some of it comes down to what you want it for. If you like the heat and massage, this is your option. If you don't need the heat, that's not a big deal for you. You're not really a heat person because you don't want anything on you hot, and you just want to, have the vibration. You don't need to pay the upcharge for the heat if you're not going to use it. This is fine. You could just literally stick it in. You could target areas, get in the shower if that works for you. If none of that is it and you just want to, have just the rolling option that doesn't heat or vibrate, and you just want to have something to kind of work through the clogs when they come, this is an option. I don't like to choose for people the best thing. I would offer consults and then we would talk through what a person needs. But if you're looking at this, please understand, they all serve different purposes. And that's the one thing that I want everyone to realize, everyone to understand, everyone to be able to have a way to know that, you're equipped with the knowledge that if I want the heat and massage, I love this option. If I just want the vibration, this is a great option. If I just want to roll and don't need the heat and vibration, but regardless of what you decide, please understand that I think that it's great to have in the cabinet, have in wherever your stuff is, wherever you keep things, in your cat, whatever, you have your stuff, is good to have. It's good to use. Do you need it on every single pumping session? Don't ask me that, because I would say yes, because I love it. It really helped to empty me. I'm 2.5 years in on 2 journeys. I've never had mastitis. I'm not saying that if you use these, it's going to prevent it in any way, but I think that using these products effectively can help to make sure that, if you have any issues with emptying, clogged ducts, you have just something in your arsenal. And so this is it. And easily, so let's say I was actually pumping this whole time. You can easily just take it out just like that. I'll show it to you again. Hold it up, take it out. Simple, just like that. And then you just literally, you can take, so if you have long hair, you can easily, I know I'm being lazy and I'm just going to pull over, or you literally can just take it off like this. You don't even have to pull it over your head if you don't want to. It's just an extra step for me that I have to deal with that. And then unstrap, and you're good to go. So again, I want to reiterate that the pump strap, I said at the beginning, but I want to say it again. The pump strap is best to be used as for someone that wants to not wear it all day. I do not recommend this to be worn all day. Don't. This is more for people that prefer the option to pull down whatever bra that they're wearing and to use this. It fits all different sizes. It's a long, Velcro. Look at this. Velcro from here to here. Literally, it's very, very long. So if you are someone that's struggling with trying to find a size, because it's always difficult this is an option. So if you have something that works well for you and you just need something to pump, this is it. This is how much Velcro. So literally it can be this small here. Show it to you. I mean, I can't fit that, but it can be this small or literally, and look, it holds it. It really can fit whatever you need. So if you want the versatility, you want the option there, it's great. It is 80%. And it says size is one size. So it's one size. You don't have to worry about that. You're amazing. Thank you. I never knew anything about breastfeeding the first time and thought it would come so natural. And I wish I was spared, but definitely need one for baby too. Let me tell you why Pump with Purpose exists. For that alone. That reason alone is why I exist. Because number one, you have a baby and you think that life is going to just like, it's going to come natural. People think they're going to pump or nurse and they're literally going to pull up to the pump or pull up to the baby and they're going to start just 20 ounces a day from the get-go. No, it's gradual. It is having the right tools, the right equipment, the right people in your corner. I had so much negativity in like my pumping journey that I wasn't going to be successful. I mean, with my first child, I tried to nurse. I mean, I exclusively pump. I support nursing it always, but I do know that my first son was in the NICU. His lungs collapsed. He pooped in the sack and his lungs collapsed at birth. He had to be resuscitated and literally, he was whisked away to the NICU. You know, I didn't have a choice to nurse. And I didn't know that if I was separated from my baby, I can do skin to skin. I'm sorry, not skin. My husband could do skin to skin. I could start hand expressing at least something. Like, I didn't know that. I wish that I was here for myself. Like, I want to be the help for people that I wish that I had. I searched Google, I researched, I did all the things that I see people do now of like trying to ask 20,000 people when they can like find someone that can like give them a plan, outline it for them. So things can be so much easier. And people think that they're just going to like come in and they're going to, nurse. And I know it was a lot. I had to end up having a C-section. So I was so out of it that I was just like, so much was happening, but I wasn't processing it at the moment. But anyway, literally, and that's what Pump with Purpose, like I feel like some things are birthed out of trauma and out of, just trying to make a difference in the world. And so what I say is like, you think that it's going to be easy. And it's like, I had a great pregnancy. I had no idea this was the first time. Both times I had great pregnancies. Second son, then I spent my whole time with my second son stressed and thinking that when I had him, the repeat was going to happen. My second son was born clean as a whistle. I was like, how can a baby be this clean? Like, I mean, my first son was like level 3. Like, there are 3 levels to it. He was like he had poop, like it was thick, all over him. And so please understand that, don't compare your journey to other people. Don't think that your first, your second journey, your third or fourth or fifth are going to be like any of the other ones. You go into each journey with fresh like eyes and knowing that what worked the first time may not work at all the next time. And so literally just want to encourage you all. Like, there's so many products out on the market when it comes to pumping. People don't know where to go, where to turn. And just finding someone that can like help you with that is key. So I'm getting ready to close out. Does anybody have any last minute questions for me? Any concerns I can address? Wow, because you all have graced the stage to stay up with me until this time of night. I do them at 10 p.m. every Friday right now for March and April because my kids are in the bed and it's a lot. They would be running all around. So I do it this time of night. It's not ideal for me, but it's what makes it work. Great advice from, oh, yes, from your real and hard experience. It is real. But guess what? Like, it hasn't been hard. I actually like pumping, because I have, I've done it for so long, and now it's like a part of me that I don't want to stop. And so I'm doing natural term weaning, which for this journey, I'm letting my body, oh, you're so welcome. I'm letting my body wean itself. So I pump about 3 to 4 times a day. And whenever one day I pull up and I get no more milk is when I will officially stop. So feel free, if you are not following me on any of my social media platforms, I have now 6 of them. So I have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Pinterest. On all platforms, and Amazon Live is the 6th one. On all platforms, I am Pump with Purpose. Feel free to follow me there. Feel free to follow me on my storefront or follow me on Amazon Live the moment, and I do mean the moment, I hit 2,000 followers and I hit A-list status, whichever one comes first. There's some different rules. There will be a special giveaway. So I really, really, really am so excited that you all have taken the time to join me tonight. I really hope that this has been beneficial. This Amazon Live was sponsored by LaVie, so I want to thank them so much for allowing me the opportunity to talk about their products, but also to just give me the opportunity to come to this audience with the products of their choice, but in a way, because I've used all these regardless of this. So please understand that I think that regardless of which one you choose, if you choose one or if you choose them all, they serve a different purpose. You can't go wrong. They're absolutely great tools and products to have in your arsenal for emergencies, for day in and day out pumping, whatever works for you. It's about having options. So I wanted to thank you all for joining this Amazon Live. I am coming live every Friday at 10 p.m. during the months of March and April. My last one most likely will be April the 22nd, and then I will reassess how often, but they will always be on Fridays at 10 p.m. Just trying to figure out, what works best for everyone's schedule. Everyone's, busy every single week. So I am just so excited that you have taken the time to talk with me today. So again, any final questions, any final thoughts, any final concerns? Thank you all for sharing some of your stories, some of your journey. I have enjoyed reading them, and I think these are great baby shower gifts. Please don't, that friend won't even know what hit them, honestly, when that happens. So, when you're starting your journey, is so many options, so many things to choose from. People just think, oh, let me just get a pump, but they don't realize some of the other things that can be very helpful to a journey. And yeah, the trio is amazing. So I was so glad to have the opportunity to talk with you all tonight about all of these options. So I'm going to give one last final roll call to any questions or comments or concerns. Hearing and seeing, when I can't hear, Lord, can't hear. Seeing no anything else in the chat. I want you all to have a great evening, afternoon. If you are not following me on my Amazon storefront or Amazon Live, click that follow button for me. If you are not following me on any or all of my social media platforms at Pump with Purpose, feel free to follow or subscribe there as well. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you for the great conversation, all of the dialogue. I really appreciate it, because talking for an hour without someone talking with me and asking or saying something can get kind of crazy. So I want to thank you all for being very interactive tonight. I really, really appreciate it. So this is Dr. Diana here. Until next time, we'll Pump with Purpose. Oh, one more thing. I am a little bit under the weather. I told my kids had daycare germs, so I'm going to say it at the beginning. I said it, but anyone that missed it, no, I don't sound like this. I am really under the weather. I'm not like that under the weather. They just got a daycare germ, and then of course they're all better, and then it takes me forever to get better because I'm still pumping, so I'm very careful about what I take. Well, I don't take anything. So since I'm getting close to the end of my pumping journey, I like just try to muster through. So I also appreciate you all hanging in there with me. I hope next week it'll be another sponsored live. I can't wait to announce it on Monday. So I announced my lives that I'm going to do on Monday for that Friday. So feel free to check it out when I post it on my Instagram platform. But I really just want we just deal with it. We just muster through it all regardless. So I want to thank you all for joining. I'll hopefully have my voice back and be ready to go next week. So thank you all for tuning in. This is Dr. Diana here. Until next time, we'll pump with purpose.